Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we are looking at ARDR on the daily chart here. So this thing's been in a massive downtrend forever, as you can clearly see here from the chart. But on a positive note, it is in a falling wedge pattern, so I would expect something like this to play out come late November, early December on ARDR here. So as long as you stay in this wedge, you're good for that move to the upside at some point. But you may crawl along this thing and come all the way down here to the bottom of this fib at about 7, 8, 7 to 8 cent range before it finally moves out of here. So it's just going to crawl around until you have some volume come in. Of course, we've seen them before where the volume comes in and it still gets stuck and comes right back down. So the volume is declining. So that's a good sign there. It's staying in this wedge. It is if this pattern plays out that I drew with this squiggly line here, that actually puts it at almost 6 months of age, which I've mentioned in previous updates. I like to see these things anywhere from 3 to 6 months, these wedge patterns, for them to play out and actually work out like they should. I've watched some that go longer than 10 months and they end up not breaking out to the upside, they actually break to the downside. So this is one of those patterns that actually go by the textbook from what I've had experience with. If you go Google it, it'll tell you 3 to 6 months is a good timeline for a rising wedge, a falling wedge, and some other patterns. I can't remember which ones that off the top of my head, but yeah, I would say this plays out. Some kind of variation of this before it moves to the upside. So kind of just watch as long as you stay above 7, 8. The high 7 cent, 8 cent range, pretty much the bottom for this thing. I would say this wedge plays out in December, and you have this move to the upside. And with that being actually said, you can see that if you do come down to this low here at 0.7, you're looking at your first resistance at about 26% move up here to 0.99, and then a potential move up here for a almost a 50% move to 11 cents, and potentially higher, but I would watch those two if it does break out. And if you actually come back up to the top of the wedge here, you're looking at about a 65, 66% move up here to 13 cents on ARDR. So other than that, like I said, uh, massive downtrend. It's been consolidating, as you can see, forever here. It's been holding this low at this 786 forever, at this 8 to 9 cent range. Really not doing anything. But if you zoom out like I did here, you can see that it's clearly in a falling wedge pattern. So at some point, it's going to break to the upside, in my opinion. So yeah, with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace out.